All right, how we doing, folks? Dragon Annie, Dragon Annie, you're on bright and early. Hey, appreciate those pictures that you sent me, Dragon Annie. Amazing job that you did. Amazing job on those. Amazing job. How many pounds down? How many pounds down now are you? It's a good question. How many pounds down are you now? How we doing, folks? Up pretty early. Always up early. Okay, great, fantastic. How we doing, folks? It's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, man, coming to y'all straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. We're live everywhere. We're live across all of the world. We're live on all of the socials. We're everywhere. We are everywhere. So if you can't find us on, we're on TikTok. But if you can't find us on TikTok, hey, listen, we're on all the other ones. So shout out to you over here as well. My name's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist. I'm coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. Been in Houston, Texas now for actually just hit 12 years last month. 12 years in Houston, 15 years altogether. But here's what we're going to talk about on these lives. I talk about all things type 2 diabetes, how to eliminate type 2 diabetes from your life. How to eliminate it from your life once and for all using a one trick pony. You heard it before, the one trick pony. What's that? Well, let's talk about what type 2 diabetes is. What do I mean it's a one trick pony? Well, it's simply a dietary and lifestyle driven condition, meaning it was caused by your diet and lifestyle, mostly, right? It's mostly what it was caused by. So if that's how it was caused, then folks, that's the exact same way that we're gonna get rid of it. Isn't that right, Dragon Annie? Dragon Annie down 10.8, her A1C 10.8. Now she is 5.5. 5.5. And that was back in November. She was a 10.8. Last month, 5.5. You know what I'm saying? How did she do that? Well, she did that through, I tell people, hey, listen, this is probably going to be a controversial statement. It's going to be real controversial. But even though it's controversial, it's the truth. Type 2 diabetes is a very, very easy condition to get. And it's also, at the same token, very, very easy to get rid of. Literally, all you got to do is just do the opposite of what you did to get it. You just do the opposite. You're like, well, what do you mean what I did to get it? Well, here's how most people get type 2 diabetes and insulin resistance and high blood sugar and pre-diabetes and all that stuff. And it's the same way that I got it. Same way that I got type 2 diabetes and heart disease and all that stuff. It's from eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, however I wanted, for as long as I wanted. Okay? That's how I got it. And sitting on the couch watching marathons of Netflix marathons, you name it, I'm watching it. Okay. I used to have a whole list of shows, just like show after show after show after show after show. I'm sitting on the recliner with my remote in my hand after I just had some McDonald's. Folks, and going out to the nightclubs and staying out all night and drinking alcohol. Okay. And as a result, when I turned 40, I contracted type 2 diabetes. I contracted heart disease. And I contracted a very, 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 very large waistline. That's what happened. So if that's what happened to me, now I'm on the other side of it. I reversed all those conditions. No more type 2 diabetes, no more heart disease, and no more obesity. People ask me, what did you do? Well, I just did the opposite of what I did to get it. And as a result, I don't have type 2 diabetes anymore. I don't have heart disease anymore. What do you mean the opposite? All I literally did was I got off the couch. I started moving my body. And then the main thing I did was cut the crap. Cut the crap. You're like, well, what's the crap, Kelley? Well, it's an acronym, folks. It's an acronym. It stands for carbonated junk, refined sugar, artificial stuff, processed foods. That's what it stands for. Carbonated crap. Here, write this down. Just take this to memory. Carbonated junk is the C. The R, refined sugar. The A, artificial stuff. The A stands for artificial stuff. And the P stands for processed food. So let's go through each. This is what most Americans eat. This is what most Americans in 70% of us, this 75% of our diet is ultra processed junk food. So carbonated junk, anything out of the gas station, go to the gas station, that's, yeah. All of the drinks, all of the Mountain Dews and the Coca-Colas and all of that stuff, that's all carbonated junk. Refined sugar, you know the refined sugar, or sugar's everywhere. Sugar's in everything. You look on the back, hey, sugar. Sugar is in everything. Refined sugar, table sugars in literally everything. Artificial stuff, that's the artificial sugars, the zero sugars, the Coke Zero, the diet, the sweet and lows. These are what you call artificial stuff. These are artificial sweeteners. And then artificial colors like Skittles, right? People are like, hey, listen, taste the rainbow. You really think when you're eating Skittles, you're tasting the rainbow? No, you ain't tasting the rainbow, folks. You're tasting chemistry. And then lastly, it's processed foods. All the stuff. That's just a combination of all the foods, the man-made foods, processed foods. So if you cut that, 70% of our diet, 75% of our diet is that. Your diet is the cause of it. So why don't we do the opposite of that? Let's do the opposite of that. Here's the opposite. Real food. Real, whole, unprocessed foods. Predominantly. This is what we should be eating, predominantly. So I don't prescribe to the diet like, hey, what diet should I be on? Eat this diet or is it that diet? Is it carnivore? Is it vegan? Is it keto? Is it Mediterranean? Is it you know all the hoopla, just so many different things. You don't know which one's which. So here's what I prescribe. I prescribe to what's called clean eating. Clean eating. Fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, legumes, aka beans, and then whole grains like black rice, wild rice, farro. These are whole grains. And then leaner sources of protein, so chicken, turkey, steak, fish, eggs. Folks, this is what we eating. Tofu and tempeh from a plant-based folks. If you simply do that, eat that most of the time, in a very, very specific order, whew, man, you're going to change the whole game. You're going to change the whole game. Same way that I did it, folks. It's your story. I'm just going to be your guide. It's your story. You're the star of this show. It ain't about me. It's about you. I'm going to just show you, for those who are new to me, this was it. Let me turn my camera around. Let me see. Yep. For the folks who are new to me, this was it, right? This is it. This is exactly what I was talking about. Having type 2 diabetes, having heart disease, and being obese. You see that, folks? That's it. Look at my stomach. It was out of control. Having type 2 diabetes, having heart disease, and being obese. All three. Show both cameras, right? All three. Here's the thing. People ask me all the time, what did I do? What did I do to reverse the condition? What did I do? This was 5 years ago, by the way. What did I do? Well, folks, I met a gentleman one time. And when I went to go teach, I was actually speaking at a conference, a holistic health conference. And the gentleman who put the show on, he says to me, he was like, hey, listen, Aren't you the diabetes guy? And I'm like, yeah, I'm the diabetes guy. And he says, he looks at me and he says, diabetes is so freaking easy to get rid of. This is what he looks at me and he says this to me. He says, diabetes is so freaking easy to get rid of. He was like, I got rid of it in my parents in about 30 days. And I was like, yeah, it is. It is that simple for most people. But here's the thing. We just got to be willing to do the work. If you're willing to do the work, I promise you, you can do exactly what I did, folks. You can do exactly what I did. It's called reversing type 2 diabetes. For those who don't know me, my name's Kelley. I specialize in helping people with type 2 diabetes achieve what most people think is impossible. Most people think it's impossible for you to eliminate type 2 diabetes from your life. People are like, well, hey, once a diabetic, you're always a diabetic, right? Who's ever heard of that before? And do me a favor, folks, when you're coming into the room, bebop that screen, double tap that screen, and then share the live out. Share the live out with anybody you know struggling with type 2 diabetes. Here's the thing. I'm here to answer all of your questions. My name's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist. Just came on and gave a little intro, but here's what it is. This live is not about me. It's about you. It's about you and your questions. I'm here to help you eliminate type 2 diabetes from your life. So here's what I want you to do. Here's what you can do. I got a bunch of goodies for you. Like I said, my name is Kelley, certified holistic nutritionist, health coach. I got a bunch of goodies for you. Text me DM me the word reset. If you DM me the word reset, right here. DM me the word reset. I'm going to send you back a bunch of goodies. Same thing over here. If you click that link in my description, I'm going to send you back a bunch of goodies, right? But over here on TikTok, DM me the word reset. You DM me that word reset, and I'm going to send you back the ultimate veggie guide. Like what veggie? Like those veggies that I named. You said, hey, Kelley, if someone has type 2 diabetes, they should be eating veggies, right? Yeah, veggies. No, trusty. You got to DM. See the word right here? See right here? DM. See or click the yellow button. You click that yellow button, and then DM me the word and reset. Just DM, not in the chat right here. Let's see. Let's see. What do you say, Dragon Annie? I thought it was for life too, but I'm learning it doesn't have to be. Yup. It was for life. That's what your doctor told you. That's probably what your doctor told you, that it's going to be there for life. And I'm here to tell you, folks, it ain't going to be there for life. You know what I mean? If you're willing to do the work. And I'm going to show you A1C. Folks, do me a favor. Put the word A1C in the chat. Put the words A1C in the chat. And we're going to get up here on the board. And we're going to start talking about all things type 2 diabetes and A1C. Because a lot of people, they really don't know what an A1C is. Like, hey, listen, I got a high A1C, but I don't know what it means. I don't really know what it means. A lot of people say, hey, I thought this number was for life, right? A lot of people think that the number is for life. Folks, that couldn't be further from the truth. Let's get up here on the board. Hold up. Let's get up here on the board. We're going to talk all things A1C, folks. My name is Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist. Good Friday morning to you. My name is Kelley, certified holistic nutritionist, health coach. But here's the thing. Like I told you before, I wasn't always a nutritionist. I wasn't always a health coach, because a few years ago, I had a high A1C too. My A1C, 6.5. Belly out to here. Belly out to here. Not anymore. So let's get into all things A1C. Folks, if you're just joining us, here's what I want you to do. DM me the word reset. Click that little yellow button right there. DM me the word reset. I'm going to send you back a bunch of goodies and then all the information about the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. That challenge is for my folks who are ready for serious change. So let's get into it. Type 2 diabetics who are ready for serious change. If you are type 2 diabetic or someone who has pre-diabetes, folks, this is where you want to hang out. I got everything you need over here. I got everything you need. You need a solution for the problem that you're struggling with? I got a solution for you, right? You just need some information? I got information for you. But if you need transformation, I got that for you too, right? I got everything that you need right here on this channel. So do me a favor, text me or DM me the word reset. Here we go. Shout out to you, Leah, over there as well. Shout out to you, Leah. Here we go. A1C, 10.6 for me, lost 40 pounds more. Got it. All right, here it is. Who's gone and who's gotten their hemoglobin A1C tested before? Or they may say, listen, you've got low iron, Yeah, it's why your energy's down. Who has low energy, folks? Is your energy down? You got low energy? You want to know what that is? The word hemo means iron and oxygen. So iron and oxygen rich blood needs to flow through every cell of your body. It is literally life. The life that you breathe is hemoglobin. So iron and oxygen rich blood, globin, needs to flow through every cell of your body. Folks, I'm not a doctor. It's not medical advice. I'm just going to tell you what a hemoglobin A1C is and what the number actually means. So iron and oxygen rich blood. Think of hemoglobin. When you think of hemoglobin, folks, you think of breath. How long can the average person hold their breath? 6.2 last time I checked. Ozempic. 6.3. How long can the average person hold their breath? What do you think? And the answer is not very long. About 30, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, maybe a minute, maybe. That's hemoglobin. It's literally the life that you breathe. It's oxygen. All right. So just that's oxygen. A1C is how much sugar has been stuck to your hemoglobin over the past 3 months. And what do you mean by stuck? I mean stuck when I say the sticky stuff. The sticky stuff, the stuff that gets on your fingers and it gets nasty, that's sticky stuff. So hemoglobin is literally being glycated is the word. Glycated or covered with sugar. And it's indicated by a percent. Folks, when you go to the doctor and your A1C is at 5.7 to a 6.4, what does that mean? You go to the doctor, you get your A1C back, and it's a 5.7 to a 6.4. Like, what's the diagnosis? What do they say? What are the doctors going to tell you, folks? Folks, my name is Kelley, Certified Holistic Nutritionist. Don't be afraid to put your questions in the chat. Don't be afraid to put them in the chat. 5.8 for me. Okay. 5.8. So pre-diabetes. Okay. You're pre. Okay. Shout out to you, Raul. Yes. Pre-diabetes. But folks, what does that mean though? A lot of folks don't know what pre-diabetes means. What's pre-diabetes? Well, doctors say I'm pre-diabetic. Well, pre-diabetes means that hormone insulin, the most important hormone in the body, it means the higher the number is, it means the more you're becoming resistant to insulin. Insulin is the most important, most dominant hormone in your body. So if insulin is the most dominant hormone in the body, this number is an indicator that you're becoming resistant to the most important, the most dominant hormone in the body. Now, I don't know about you, folks, but that doesn't sound like a good thing. If you're comfortable with it, folks, you're comfortable with it, put your A1C in the chat, folks. Mine got to a 6.5. 6.5 is what my A1C got to in those pictures that I showed you. If you're comfortable with it, folks, put your A1C in the chat. Put it in the chat, folks. If you're comfortable throwing your number in the chat. If not, that's okay. Okay, 5.8. Here we go. 6.7, 7.4. All right. Let's see. 6.8, 6.9. Okay, those numbers at 6.3, 8, those numbers that y'all are calling out, folks, you want to know what those are? That is the percent. That was the percent of sugar that is stuck to your hemoglobin. Shout out to you, Dragon Annie. It's the percent. Basically, it means this. It means the higher the percent of sugar that is stuck to your hemoglobin, the faster your cells are aging. The faster your cells are aging, the faster your cells are rusting, because the sugar is very, very, very damaging. The higher the percentage of sugar, the more damage that it's doing to all of your organs, all of your cells. Every cell in your body is covered by hemoglobin. Every cell in your body, hemoglobin, oxygen. So if it's covered by sugar, the higher the percentage, the faster you're aging. The faster you gotta date with them, you know what I mean? That's what the A1C number means. So let's get into it, folks. This is a very, very serious number. This ain't a regular number. Can A1C be too low? Yeah, it can be too low. Yeah, it can be real too low, like getting a 4. That's too low, right? A1C 6.5 or higher. What does that mean, folks? When your A1C is a 7, or mine got to a 6.5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What's the diagnosis at this point, folks? What's the diagnosis at this point when it gets too low? What's the highest sugar level you've seen? Well, I've seen someone with an A1C like a 21, 22. I'm like, geez, that's high. All right. Or someone the other day said that they had to go to the ICU because their blood sugar was at a 2100. 2100? Diabetes, that's it. Diabetes. Full-on diabetes. Diabetes. That's it. Full-on diabetes. Type 2 diabetes. Well, what does it mean to be a diabetic? Because a lot of people don't know what it means to actually have diabetes. Well, here's what it means to actually have diabetes, folks. Who gets tired? I don't know you, but I can probably guess that who put in the chat, folks. Who gets tired? Who gets hungry? Who gets cravings? Whichever one that you get. Do you get tired? Do you get hungry? Or do you get cravings? Which one does it? Right? Do you get tired? Do you get hungry? Or do you get cravings? Mine was a 966 when I got diagnosis. 966? Yeah, that's real. It sucks. Mine was a 10.7. Now I'm at a working on an 8. Shout out to you. I'm exhausted at the end of the day. Tried or tired? Somebody raise their hand. So here's what type 2 diabetes is, folks. Type 2 diabetes is an energy disease. It's a disease that robs you of your energy. You robbed you of your energy. So you're tired, you're hungry. This is the reason that you get tired. You ever wonder why you get tired? A lot of people don't know why I get tired. Well, you get tired because the cells can't get the energy that they need. I'm gonna keep emphasizing the word energy. You got to pick that up. The cells can't get the energy that they need. So as a result, you get tired. Because where do you get energy from? Well, when you go to sleep. So when your body restores itself. So why you get tired? Number 2 is, why do you get hungry? Well, why do you eat? Well, that's because that's where energy comes from. That's where energy comes from. So if that's where energy comes from, it will make sense that you're always craving energy. Because type 2 diabetes is energy disease. Prediabetes, insulin resistance, energy disease. Okay. The last one, who gets cravings? Who gets cravings, folks? Anybody get cravings on here? Put a me in the chat, or put what you get cravings for specifically. Like what's your jam? Like what's your go-to? Like when you get cravings, like what you go to? Like put it in the chat. What's your go-to? Mine used to be gummy worms. Trolley gummy worms. That used to be my go-to, folks. Yep, feel like you're old and wore out, falling asleep, scary. That's it. That's it. Me, chocolate, sweet chocolate, ice cream, candy in general. You crave so much candy, you want to hang out with your kids on Halloween. That's how much candy you're craving. That's how much junk you're craving, because your body knows that it needs energy. It's looking for energy. Type 2 diabetes has robbed you of your energy. So if it's looking for energy, what's the quickest form of energy that it can get? And it knows it because you gave it to it before. Well, folks, that's called sugar. Sugar is what you crave mostly. It's what most people crave. Some people crave salty stuff, but ultimately people crave sugar. It's because your body knows that's the quickest form of energy that it can get. Energy. So that's what type 2 diabetes is, folks. Type 2 diabetes is an energy disease. It's why you're always hungry, why you're always tired, why you always got sugar cravings. The higher the percent, and I'm going to wrap this up, the higher the percent of sugar, that's A1C, that is stuck to your hemoglobin, causes your cells to age a lot quicker. It causes your organs to not function as they should, and to basically crap out a lot of years too soon. Here's what I mean, and I'm gonna answer the questions. Good morning, low iron hemoglobin. Yep. I don't feel full. Strange, as soon as I'm done eating, I want to go to sleep. Yeah, no, it's not strange. It ain't strange. Because what is type 2 diabetes? Type 2 diabetes is an energy disease. So as soon as you eat, you've already got high blood sugar. So when you eat, It's like I'm already trying to store all this extra blood sugar, but when you eat, it's just like, damn, it continues to go in the fat storage mode. When you spike your insulin levels again, when you eat, it continues to go in the fat storage mode. And when you go in the fat storage mode, here's what happens. You get tired. It happens within 90 minutes. You're tired. You're hungry again. And you got cravings within 90 minutes, right? Isn't that how long it takes? 90 minutes. So here's what it is. Type 2 diabetes, dietary and lifestyle-driven condition. Hemoglobin A1C is a contributing, your lifestyle is basically the contributing factor as to why you have a high hemoglobin A1C. Type 2 diabetes is a dietary and lifestyle-driven condition. It's an energy condition, but how you fix it is the same way that you got it, folks, through the food. So this is what hemoglobin A1C is. A hemoglobin A1C is the percentage of sugar that is stuck to your hemoglobin. And what did we say hemoglobin was? It is literally the life that you breathe. Literally. So the higher the percentage of sugar, literally, the sugar is literally choking the life out of you. It's literally, that's what it is. Literally choking the life out of you. That's what it's doing. So the question is, does this make sense to you, folks? Does this make sense to you? Last thing I'll say about A1C. The higher the A1C, the lower your life expectancy. By how many years? By decades. The higher your the lower your A1C, closer to like a 5, the more years you've added back to your life. The more you've stopped the glycation or the rusting. You slowed down the rusting. Cooking. We're all cooking. We're all going to check out, right? We're all going to leave this earth. But the question is, how fast are you doing it? How fast you're checking out of here is based on the percentage of sugar that is stuck to your hemoglobin. Now, there's other things that come into play, but your hemoglobin A1C number, folks, that's a super, super serious number. So, folks, if this is making sense to you on what a hemoglobin A1C is, put a health yes in the chat. Put a health yes in the chat of what it means to have a high hemoglobin A1C, or what type 2 diabetes is. Put a health yes in the chat if this is making sense to you. And also, do me a favor, double tap that screen and then share the live out with anybody you know struggling with type 2 diabetes. Is this making sense? Somebody said, I'm tired. I'm always tired. Yep, Leah over here. Yep, me chips. Yep, Leah's always tired. Health yes, dragging in. I keep getting iron infusions, but my hemoglobin drops. Yes. Hemoglobin is very, very important stuff, folks. If you don't have enough of it, here's what happens. Yeah, they give you iron transfusions. They give you, it can get so bad where they can give you a blood transfusion. Like, that's real. A blood transfusion. Because when your hemoglobin gets too low, because that's how important this stuff is, folks. So if this is making sense to y'all, put a health yes in the chat, and then all your questions. Throw your questions in the chat. My name's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist. I'm a health coach. Here's what I do. I help people who are struggling with type 2 diabetes achieve what most people think is impossible. If you're just coming in, DM me the word reset. DM me the word reset right here. DM me the word reset. And I'm going to send you back a bunch of goodies. I'm going to send you back a bunch of free resources, but then information on, I said, how do you fix it? I'm going to send you back information on the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. The challenge is for those people who are seriously ready to take this number seriously. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. We'll talk more about that here in a sec. How long would it take to go from a 5.7 to at least a 5.6? Well, I can tell you this. People who join my 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, right? Some people are taking their A1C from a 7.1 to a 5.7 in 14 days, from an 8 to a 6 in 14 days, right? From me forming, as they call it, from all the scripts, go back to their doctor after the 14-day challenge. None of that. Doctor took them off all of their stuff after 14 days. So 14-day blueprint designed by me, guy who had type 2 diabetes, all of that stuff. Heart disease, all of that stuff. I designed it for people who have type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, for these people who are ready to get out of that hole. If you're ready to get out of that hole, your next steps is going to be simple. Join the challenge. 14 days. Everything's all designed for you. All you got to do is show up, do the work, do it again the next day. Health, yes. Health, yes. Which is dialysis. Reset. Now, DM me the word reset. DM me the word. You got to DM it, right? You got to DM. Not in the chat right here, but in the DM. Protein, more chicken, fish. What about certain foods? What do I get on protein? I'm not a meat eater. To help me, please. Full. You can do. There's tofu and tempeh, right? You got tofu, tempeh. Those are better options. Those are plant-based options. Tofu and tempeh. Yeah, get used to some tofu. There's various different ways that you can make tofu, right? Various ways. Yeah, reset. DM me the word reset. Let me see if the numbers are coming in. Let me see if the folks are actually DM me the word reset. Let me see if the folks are DMing me the word reset. Let me go. Let me see. Yep. Couple of folks have DM me the word reset. Couple of folks have DM me the word reset. Yep. Let's see if it's working. Yep. It's working. Here's what we're doing. The folks who are sending me reset, here's what we're doing. I am sending you back a link with a bunch of goodies on it. On this link, information on the ultimate veggie guide. Like, you're probably like, well, what should I be eating? Kelley, you said it's a dietary and lifestyle driven condition. I don't know where to start. What food should I be eating? Well, download the ultimate veggie guide and I'm going to send that to you. It's free. You can have it on your phone. Ultimate Veggie Guide. There's a webinar masterclass on there that's absolutely free. All you got to do is pay attention, where I break down the lifestyle medicine formula and how to defeat type 2 diabetes once and for all. Just using your diet you're just using your lifestyle as the fix, because that's what it is. But all that stuff's free except for the challenge. The challenge is the only thing that you got to pay for, that I got to charge you for, right? Or invest in, because it's for real people who are ready for serious change. If you are one of those people who are ready for serious change, you know what I'm talking about. You're ready for serious change. That 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is going to be for you. It is a nutrition blueprint for people with pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, people with a high hemoglobin A1C. If you got a high hemoglobin A1C, the 14-day challenge is going to be calling your name. If you have been struggling with type 2 diabetes for a very, very long time, you said, here's the thing. You're not just dealing with high blood sugar. You're dealing with what it's doing to your life. That's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with what it's doing to your life. And you don't want this number dealing with your life. And I get how frustrating it is to have high blood sugar every single day because nobody showed you how to win. That's my job. My job is to show you how to win. So do me a favor, folks. Share this live out with anybody you know struggling with type 2 diabetes. For those folks who are seriously ready for serious change, joining the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is going to be your next best move. Over 500 people have joined this challenge. This is going to be your next best move. Because here's the thing, you don't need more information. All you need is a better plan. That's it. All you need is a better plan. All right, so let's get into it. You want to know more about that? DM me the word reset. You want to know more about that challenge? DM me the word reset. Dragon Annie, I found Kelley here, listened and learned and did the work, right? You got to be able to do the work. That's it. You can reverse type 2 diabetes, folks. Most folks can reverse. Most people who have type 2 diabetes can reverse it. Most people can. But most people aren't willing to do what Dragon Annie did. What Dragon Annie did was she decided to take her A1C from a 10.8 to a 5.5 just by coming on my live, doing the work. Now she's at a 40 pounds lighter, 10.8 to a 5.5 since November. Because type 2 diabetes, like I said before, it's a very, very easy condition to get. It's also a very, very easy condition to get rid of. You just got to do the work. All right. The challenge. $79 one time to join the challenge. I forgot to put the price out there. $79 one time to join the challenge. One time. The challenge is yours forever. All you got to do is show up, do the work, do it again the next day. So let's get into the next category, folks. We are going to talk all things food. Put the word food in the chat. Put food in the chat. We're going to talk all things food. Put food in the chat. Because a lot of people are confused on, well, Kelley, you said it's a dietary and lifestyle-driven condition. You said it's very, very easy condition to get rid of. Yeah, a lot of people who join the 14-day challenge, they're getting on the other side of this thing. How much time does the work take? Well, as long as it takes. That's how long the work takes. The work takes for as long as it takes. Here's the thing. Here's all you need to know. All you need to know that where you're going. That's all you need to know. Where you're going. You need to know that more than how long it takes to get there. Worry about that more than how long it takes to get there. Just know that you're going there. You're going to get there. How long it takes, it don't really matter. But the people who join my 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, they getting it done quickly in 14 days. 14 days, they've seen a drastic change in their diabetes status. Someone took their A1C from an 8 to a 6, from a 9.6 to 6.5 in 14 days. You just got to be willing to do the work. I've already got the blueprint laid out for you. I've already got the information for you. You got all the information. All you need is a plan. All you got to do is show up, do the work, do it again the next day. And at the end of those 14 days, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be like, yo, is this my blood sugar or is this somebody else's? Can you drastically, that's the question. Can you drastically improve your blood sugar in 14 days? That's the question. Can you do that? And the answer to that question, that's what we're going to find out in the 14-day challenge. That's what we find out. Kelley, go ahead and show them the pictures. Oh, of Dragon Annie. Here's Dragon Annie, right? Shout out to you for joining that challenge, right? Shout out to you for joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Whoever just joined the challenge, your life's never going to be the same. I promise you. Day six. Yeah, shout out to you. Day 6 of the challenge. My guy G Wealth. Day 6. I'm about to show Dragon Annie's pictures, folks. She went from a 10.8 to a 5.5 and lost a few pounds along the way. Here it is. Here's what Dragon Annie did. She did what's called the work. She did the work. Here it is. Let me show it to you. Here it is. It ain't just about me, folks. It's your story. As soon as I can find it. Here it is. It's your story, folks. It's your story. This is Dragon Annie. November, A1C 10.8. Few pounds heavier, right? A few pounds heavier as well. 10.8. Now, 5.5. 5.5. And I don't know, you know, I didn't know Dragon Annie. All I knew was she sent me a DM and said, hey, listen, just listening to your lives and putting in the work. This is what happened. This is what happened. Most incredible stories that I ever hear, right? Most incredible stories that I ever hear is from people who are seriously hungry. Like they're hungry, not hungry in the literal sense. I mean, hungry in the, they like hungry. You know what I mean? They're hungry to get it done. Yeah, they're hungry to get it done. If you're hungry to get it done, like the person who just joined the challenge, shout out to them. Again, here's what you're going to get. 3 things: content, coaching, community. Content, coaching, community. I want to join the challenge, please. You want to join the challenge? DM me the word reset. DM me the word reset, and I'm going to send you back all the information about the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It's $79 one time to join the challenge. Join the challenge. It's going to change your life. I promise you it is. But all you got to do is the work. If you're willing to do the work, just let me be the captain of your ship. Let me be the captain of your ship. You ever seen that movie? You've seen them. Who's ever seen the movie called Captain Phillips? Coach, link is not working, loading. What do you mean it's not loading? Did you DM me the word reset? Link is not working, loading up. Someone just joined the channel, so it's got to be working. It's got to be working. Yeah, Captain Phillips. I'm the captain now. I'm the captain. I used to be in the Navy too, so I know a thing or two about captains. But in these 14 days, I'm going to be the captain of your ship. I'm going to be steering. I'm going to be doing all of that stuff. I'm going to take the wheel. Let me take the wheel for 14 days. All you got to do is just get on board and just go along with it. That's it. You just got to do the work. That's it. Everything else, it's all designed for you. You just got to go cook, get the food, cook the food, and eat the food. That's all you got to do. And here's what's going to happen. Here's what I can promise you is going to happen. Just like over 500 people who have joined this challenge, just like Dragon Annie, just like Latoya, just like who lost 72 pounds, 6 months, 72 pounds down. Doctor told her her A1C was at a 12. Her A1C was at a 12. You want to know what the doctor told her? She'd never be able to do it. She'd never be able to do it. This is it for her. This is it. She'd never be able to do it. Okay. Here's what happened. I got the testimony. I can't put all the testimonials on the page. I can't put them all on the page because they will restrict my account and start putting these testimonials back on like they did the other account. But she took her A1C from a 12 to a 6 in 6 months and lost 72 pounds along the way. 368 she started off at. Last I talked to her, she was 296. Goes back to her doctor. Same doctor who told her, I'm not a doctor, it's not medical advice. Same doctor who told her she'd never be able to do it. Went back to the doctor. Doctor told her that she said she made the doctor the doctor was not kind of like thrilled by that, by her results, because the doctor had already told her she'd never be able to do it. But the fact that she came back and lowered it from a 12 to a 6 and lost 72 pounds, the doctor had mud on her face, egg on her face. So she said the doctor told her, like, get out of my office. Like, I don't want to see you no more. I don't need to see you no more. Goodbye. This is what I do, folks. I help people with type 2 diabetes achieve what most people think is impossible. So let's get into it. If you want to join, if you want to find out if it's impossible or not to drastically improve your diabetes status, accept the challenge and you'll find out. You'll find out. You'll find out what the word impossible actually really means. You'll find out that impossible is just an opinion. It's not fact. Impossible is just an opinion. It's not a fact. How do I join? By DMing me the word reset. Right here. DM me the word reset. DM me the word reset. I'm going to send you. Let me see if people are sending it, right? People have got to be sending it because a couple of folks have joined the challenge this morning. Shout out to you for joining the challenge, right? Shout out to the folks joining that challenge. Let me see. What was I checking? It'll come to me. A lot of stuff on my mind. Anyhow. Oh, let me see. Yes, right. How many people are DMing me the word reset? That's right. That's right. How many people are DMing me the word reset? Right. Yep. A couple of folks DM me the word reset. Is the link working, folks? Somebody said the link's not working. Raul, is the link not working, or is that link working that you click on? It should be working. Reset. You gotta DM me. No. DM Quarter Dallas. Do you know how to DM? You gotta click on that yellow button right there. You gotta click on that yellow button. There's probably a yellow button right here. Click that yellow button and just type reset. Boom. When it comes up, reset. You'll see it'll come through. I'll see it when it comes through. Mine told me she wished she had more patients like me that are willing to do the work. Yeah, Dragon Annie. More patients just like you. No, reset. Cordy Dillis. You put rest. Reset. You missed the knee. Try it again. Reset. I see it. Okay, there you go. Let's see if it comes in. Let's see if it, okay, there you go. There you go. So let's get into it, folks. Let's get into the food. Let's get into the food. Diesel fuel. Let's go your fuel source. Let's get into the food. A lot of people are confused on the food, on what they should be eating. The fuel source. Actually, let's play blood sugar matrix. Let's play blood sugar matrix. Blood sugar matrix. Folks, you ever seen that movie with Neo? It's called The Matrix, where he had to get himself out of the Matrix. Who's ever seen that movie? You've seen that movie? Put a me in the chat, or put Matrix in the chat if you've ever seen that movie. The Matrix. Blue pill. Who's ever seen that movie? You've seen that movie? Put a me in the chat if you've seen that movie. Still not working. I don't know why. Is there anybody else? I'm trying to see. Cordy Dillis, is that link working? I'm not sure why it's not working for you, boss. But it should be. It should be. Is there anybody else the link's not working? A lot of people put reset in. Let me know if that link that I sent back to you, let me know if it's working or not. It should be working because a couple of people are joining the challenge. I don't know. It might be yours. It might be yours, boss. I'm not entirely sure. But DM me the word reset. So you've seen that movie with The Matrix. A couple of people have. And here's the thing. The point of the movie was to get yourself out of the Matrix, aka the Matrix is the system. The Matrix is the computer system behind the whole thing that's running the whole show. The point is, you got to get yourself out of the Matrix. In the real world, the Matrix or the blue pill will be things like, well, let's go red pill first. Red pill will be things like eggs and leafy greens. Now, this is a metaphoric. We're talking metaphorically, right? We're not talking real. This is a metaphoric pill for AI, because AI thinks that we're real. Like, no, it's not real. It's metaphoric. Blue pill will be things like cakes and cookies. Cakes and cookies. That's blue pill. The point of this game is, if you stay inside of if you continue to eat the blue pill, like if Neo would have in the movie, if he would have continued to eat the blue pill, he would have stayed inside of the Matrix. He would have stayed inside of the Matrix. And you don't want to stay inside of the Matrix. You want to get out of the Matrix. Red pill. So the point of this game is to name off your foods, folks. Name off your foods, and we're going to find out if it goes in the red pill. This is how you get yourself out of the Matrix. This is how you become the one. Or if you're going to be on the blue pill side. So name all the foods that people love. Say whatever foods that people eat, drink, name them out, folks. And we're going to determine if they go on the red pill side or the blue pill side, folks. The link doesn't want me to join the challenge, probably. Raul, are you ready to join the challenge? If you're ready to join the challenge, I'm not sure why it's not working for you. But if you're ready to join that challenge, send me a DM and say, hey, I'm ready to join the challenge. We'll give you a buzz afterwards, and we'll get you in the challenge. We'll get you in the challenge. Or let me try this link for you, Raul. I'm going to send this to you. I'm going to send this one to you. Try this one. Try the old school way, right? Let me send this to you. Hold on. Send this to you. I'm going to send this the old school way to you. Try that link. Try that link right there. The one that I just sent to you, Raul. Send that. Try that one that I just sent. The first one, right? Not the second one, but the first one. The first one. Click on that link or copy and paste it into your browser, or let me know. Right? Let me know if it opens up for you. Here we go. Eggs. Oh, we already got eggs. We got eggs, Dragon Annie. We got eggs already. We got dairy. We already know dairy is dairy is what? What's dairy, folks? If you just joined my live, if you've never been to my lives before, folks, one thing that we say about dairy, it's gonna be scary. Dairy. All right. Let's see. Bacon. That's another diesel fuel, right? Or that's another blue pill, sorry. Bacon. There, got it. With the other one. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Here's the thing. Make sure you use the discount code, Raul. On that one right there, you got to use the discount code. Use the discount code as reset. Reset is the discount code as well, right? So use the discount code. It'll drop the price down from $99 to $79. Join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. So shout out to you for taking a chance upon yourself. I know you're a truck driver. There's many truck drivers who join this challenge. Many truck drivers just like you, kicking type 2 diabetes in the butt, even though they're truck drivers just like you. Bacon, got it. Dairy is scary. There it is. Turkey is going to be over here on the red pill. Metaphoric pills we're talking. You're quite welcome, Raul. Name out your foods, folks. This is the name of the game. You've seen the movie. If you're just joining us, my name's Kelley. Here's the name of the game we're doing. We're naming the game. The name of this game is called the Matrix, the blood sugar matrix. If you have type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, if you have PCOS, if you have erectile dysfunction, if you have what else? A fatty liver, what else? High cholesterol. You know what I mean? That's called being stuck inside of the blood sugar matrix. How did you get stuck in the matrix? Well, we ate too much of blue pill. We took too much of the blue pill over the years, and as a result, boom. Ham. There we go. Ham. Ham is going to be, that's going to be pork. We're just going to put that on the pork side. I'm going to put that right with the bacon. So I'm going to call ham, I'm going to call it pork. All right. Beef. Beef. What kind of beef, right? Be more specific, though. Be more specific. But beef, all right. What kind of, are we talking lean beef? Yeah, lean beef. Lean beef. Yeah, okay. All right, what else? Folks? This is the name of this game. Do me a favor, folks, and when you're just coming into the room, do me a favor, DM me the word reset. My name's Kelley, Certified Holistic Nutritionist, Health Coach. DM me the word reset. I'm going to send you back a bunch of information, a bunch of goodies, right? A bunch of information about the challenge, a bunch of information about 14-day challenge. There's a lot of free resources for people who have pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, all of this stuff. A lot of free resources. It's like Disney World. When you come to my page, folks, it's going to be like Disney World for you. How do I DM you? You click the yellow button. You see the yellow button right there? It should be a yellow button right there. Click on that yellow button. You should be able to DM me the word reset. No, DM, direct message. It's got to come directly. It's a direct message. Here it is right here. Just click on this little thing right here. Click on learn more right there. And then when it opens, put reset in. Reset. Put that in. And then I'm going to send you back in your DM right then and there. I'm going to type it up. As soon as you do it, you'll see me typing right back. Give me about 3 seconds and I'm going to reply back to you. DM me the word reset. Yeah, I'm going to send you back all of the goodies. So let's get back to it. Breads, bagels, bread. All right, bread. All right, bread. All right, bagels. That's the same thing. We're gonna put that over there with the bread and the bagels and all that. We putting that over there to get donuts. These are all blue pill stuff, folks. Hey, coach, what type of bread do you recommend and turkey meat? Well, The only bread that I recommend is, you see, I got bread over here in the blue pill. The only bread is something in Ezekiel bread. In Ezekiel bread. In Ezekiel bread. Right? That's the best option. Ezekiel bread. You can get that from like the frozen section at Walmart, or you can get it at Sprouts or Whole Foods, right? You can get it there. You can get it there. So those are the best. That's the best. That's the bread. That's the only really bread that I recommend. I don't really recommend the bread, but if you do the bread, do that. Because sourdough bread is still going to raise you. Pew! Turkey meat, leaner sources of turkey meat, right? None of the deli meat. We ain't doing none of the deli meat. All right. Yeah, none of the deli. Cordy Dallas, I got you over here. Are you good? You should have gotten everything, right? Click on that link. That's the best way to contact me. If you click on that link, that's the best way to contact me. All my contact information will be there. Rice. Shout out to you with the rice. But here's the thing about the rice. Okay, I'll put rice over here on the red pill side, but I'm gonna put it with an asterisk on it. I'm gonna put it with an asterisk. What else? What else? What other food y'all got? Black coffee. Black coffee. Coffee is not the coffee, it's when we having the coffee. It's when we having the coffee, folks. And it's when we having the coffee, and it's when we are what we're putting in the coffee. That's the problem. Ezekiel bread is awesome. Ezekiel bread is awesome. Yup. Ezekiel bread is awesome. Let's see if the folks. Yep, reset. Gotcha. I got you, Sharon. I got you with the reset. You did it. Yeah. So click on that link, and I'm gonna point you in the right directions. Everything about the 14-day challenge, everything that's about the free resources, all the stuff that I got for you when it comes to kicking type 2 diabetes in the teeth. Went to my PCP yesterday. My A1C was a 5.4. Shout out to you. Rod 721. Shout out to you. Chips. All right, chips. Chips, yeah. Potatoes. You put potatoes over here, right? Potatoes. Yeah. Potatoes. Asterisk though, right? Asterisk on the potatoes. Asterisks on the potatoes. Oreos are the starchy veggies like potatoes. Yeah, we got potatoes. We got starchy veggies. We'll put those with the same thing as the potatoes. Be careful. Anything with an asterisk on it, you gotta be careful with it. Don't eat them on an empty stomach. Soda. Do me a favor, folks. When you're coming into the room, beep out that screen, double tap that screen, and then share the live out with anybody you know struggling with type 2 diabetes. Here's what we're doing. We're filling up this board. We're playing the game of blood sugar matrix. We need to fill up this board as quickly as we possibly can. Fill up this board, because this board is going to determine whether you're going to be on the red pill side or whether you're going to be on the blue pill side. The red pill, if you've seen the movie The Matrix, the red pill says like, hey, listen, you take the red pill, that means you get out of the matrix. You get out of the matrix. You get out of the blood sugar spikes. The worst for spikes is juice. Yep, juice. Juice is going to be over here on the blue pill side. You take the blue pill, you stay inside of the matrix. You stay inside of the matrix, and your blood sugar numbers never get better. And you stay inside of the matrix, and you're just confused, and you're just like, I don't know. You're just oblivious to what's going on if you stay inside of the blue pill. That means you'll never get out of the matrix. That means you never become Neo. You never become Neo. If Neo would have never took the red pill in the movie, dude, do you guys know that we would have never seen part 2 and part 3 when he was flying in part 2 and all that stuff? You would have never seen that movie. And the system would have won. The system would have won. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about becoming Neo. You're Neo in your family. You're Neo in your family. You're the one that says, the hell with type 2 diabetes. We're ending it right here. So let's get back into the food. Tortillas. I'm going to put that with the bread, right? I'm going to put the tortillas with the bread. I'm going to put that over here in the bread. Too much sugar. Yeah, too much sugar is, sugar. Okay, sugar. Yeah, you mean juice? Yeah, juice is any kind of juice. Any kind of juice is too much sugar, folks. Any kind of juice. Drink tea, hibiscus tea. Yep. Rice is okay, but we have to limit it. Yep. Rice is okay, but exactly. Anything with the asterisk, right? Anything with an asterisk, and you got to know how to eat it. Anything with an asterisk, you got to be careful with it. So you're saying that rice is okay with an asterisk. The man favorite with an asterisk. Never, and I mean never, eat rice on an empty stomach, or eat naked carbs, or eat naked potatoes. Eat rice by itself. Eat potatoes by itself. Don't eat that stuff by itself. If you do, you eat it. You pair it with something. You pair it with like a healthy fat or a protein, or you simply eat it last on your plate. You eat the carbohydrates, so the rice last. See, these are the rules. So anything that has an asterisk on them, it's got some kind of rule with it. Got some kind of rule. And I'll even put on the bread. I'll put it with the bread. It's got to have some kind of rule. Because you just can't have rice or coffee or potatoes and if your blood sugar is out of control, right? Dark chocolate. Yeah, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is great. Folks, if you've been battling type 2 diabetes for a long time, and you're ready to get yourself off of someday island, right? Someday I'm going to get off of this island of type 2 diabetes, someday. But you don't know how? But you're ready to something. You're like, nah, I'm going to vote myself off of this someday island. Right now, vote yourself off the island. Like someone just did who just joined the challenge. Shout out to you for joining that challenge. Here's what you just did by joining that challenge. You are voting the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You are voting yourself off of someday island, and you are getting yourself out of the matrix. So congratulations to you for joining that challenge. You are getting yourself out of the matrix. All right? You're becoming the one that's in your family that said, hey, listen, diabetes ran in my family until it ran into me. So congratulations for taking a chance on yourself. Here's what you got to do. You're going to get some text messages and you're going to get some emails if you're in the United States. Log in. You can probably log in right now. Reset your password, log in, get to work, come inside of the community, say what's up. You get 3 things when you join the challenge: content, coaching, community. Those are the 3 things that you get: content, coaching, community. So shout out to you for joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Your life's never going to be the same. You took a chance on yourself to start kicking type 2 diabetes in the teeth. So shout out to you one more time. Everybody give it a shout out to the person that just joined the challenge, who's just going to transform their life. Shout out to them. People who join the challenge are people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired of type 2 diabetes. Like they've had it. Like, listen, I'm sick of managing this condition and I'm ready to take control. That's what they're saying. I'm ready to take control. You know what they did? They stepped out on faith and decided to join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. That's their next best move. So shout out to you one more time. Shout out to you. Okay. Back to the board. Sorry. Back to the board. We're back at it. I always got to celebrate the people who joined the challenge. So shout out to you. Dark chocolate. Tomatoes. Rice is okay, but you have to limit it. Yeah, you got to know how to eat it. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are going to be red peel. Tomatoes, right? Red peel. All right. Coach, what do you think about sparkling water? Well, sparkling water, there can be a lot of artificial stuff in the sparkling water too, right? So you got to be careful with the sparkling water. Try to get the one with the least amount of ingredients and make sure there ain't no sugar in it. Right? Or the fake sugar. Make sure there's no fake sugar in there. If there's like a little bit of regular sugar in there, a little bit, all right? But if it says fake sugar and all that stuff, like, leave that stuff back on the shelf. Yeah. Best thing that you can do is get what's called the Yuka app. Y-U-K-A. If you go to the grocery store, folks, take this app with you. Every time you go to the grocery store, take this app with you right here. If you've ever used this app before, it is an incredible app for going to the grocery store. Oh my goodness. It'll tell you if what you're about to pick up is some BS or if it's some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Chicken. Yeah, chicken. Yep, chicken. Woo! Man, chicken. All right. Fish, seafood. All right. Fish, seafood. Seafood. We'll just call it seafood, right? We'll just call it seafood. Red pill. Oh, you see what's going on here? You see what's going on? You see what it's going to take for you to become the one now? For you to become the one in your family, we're going to have to, we still got a lot of stuff to fill out though. We still got a lot of stuff to fill out. Let's see. Salmon. Okay, salmon. That's seafood. Salmon is going to be seafood. Good. We got seafood already. What else, folks? What are the people eating? What are the people drinking? And then I forgot sparkling water. So sparkling water, yeah, you got to be careful with the sparkling water. You can put some sparkling water, but you got to be careful with it. Somebody did ask about sparkling water. All right, got to be careful. So I'm going to put an asterisk on it. Not all sparkling waters are created equally. Coach, my used to be favorite was Little Debbie snack cakes, right? Little Debbie snack cakes is a lot of people's favorite. That used to be my favorite, one of my favorites too. Little Debbie snack cakes, the zebra cakes with all of that stuff, yeah. And then the holiday, you know what I mean? The holiday Little Debbie, yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Sugar-free drinks. Sugar-free. Nope. Sugar-free drinks. Sugar-free. Anything sugar-free. Sugar-free. Anything sugar-free. Berries in the red. Yep, it's going to go with fruit. So fruit. Berries are going to go in the fruit category. But here's the thing. When it comes to fruit, what? Asterisks. Be careful with the fruit. Be careful with the fruit. The same rule applies. You got to understand the rules of the game when it comes to eating fruit. And never eat naked fruit. Don't eat fruit naked. Here's how you eat fruit. You eat it as a dessert. That's how you eat the fruit, folks. My card declined. I am in Bermuda. Is there a number I can call to check my card status, sir? Gosh, you have to call. You have to holler at your bank on that one. Yeah, you got to holler at your bank on that one. I don't know. There's other ways too. There's PayPal. There's all kinds. There's Klarna. There's all kinds of stuff. Afterpay. There's all kinds of stuff on there to join the challenge. So my Bloom drinks are not healthy. Those Bloom drinks, yeah, those got a good amount of fiber in it. Now, here's the thing: if you want a soda, if you want something like that, like those Bloom drinks or those Olipop or Poppy, those are much better options than if you go get a Coca-Cola. It's a much better option. It's not about being perfect. It's about what you do most of the time. So most of the time, like a Bloom and all that stuff, much better option. There's a lot of natural ingredients on that one as well. So, and it's got some fiber in it. So much better option than a plain old Coca-Cola or Mountain Dew or Hawaiian Punch. You know what I'm saying? Or a Diet Coke. You don't want to do diet. Yeah. Grandma's cookies. Shout out to grandma, but cookies. Blue pill. Sugar is important. It was never dangerous. Sugar is important. It was never dangerous. Not sure what you mean by that. Sugar is important. It was never dangerous. I don't know what you mean by that. Tell me what you mean by that. Don't forget veggies, avocado, high fiber, right? Veggies, avocado. So we'll just put veggies, right? We'll call it avocado, and what else we got over here? Yogurt. We got yogurt. That's the first. You're the first person that named yogurt for the day. Yogurt. Yogurt is going to be dairy. Greek yogurt, right? Don't matter what kind of yogurt. Plain yogurt. People ask, well, what about this yogurt? What about that yogurt? It don't matter. Folks, it's yogurt. It's dairy. And dairy is, if you've been to my lives before, folks, you know that dairy is scary. You know what I mean? Dairy is scary. What kind of milk is best for type 2 diabetes? Things like almond milk, almond milk, coconut milk, better options. Things that are not good. So these things that are good. Dairy is scary. Y'all, you've been on my live before, Rod. Rod, you know, Rod 72221. Unsweetened milk. What kind of unsweetened milk? Are we talking about unsweetened dairy? Or are we talking about unsweetened almond or coconut milk? Which one are we talking about? Or maybe some soy milk? Because when you say unsweetened milk, what do you mean? Do you mean like what kind of dairy, or what do you mean? Oat milk is going to be oat milk is going to be for people who have type 2 diabetes. Well, oat milk is like the biggest scam that there is, folks. For people in general, oat milk, like one of the biggest scams that there is. People think I scam people. Like, yeah, listen, you're telling people you could come on here and drastically improve your diabetes status. Once you're a diabetic, you're always a diabetic. That's a scam that you got, Kelley. Like, what? Okay, a lot of people believe that what I do is a scam. But I'm gonna really tell you what the real scam is. Oat milk. Oat milk. That's it. That's it, y'all. Also things with one ingredients like water. Yeah, water is great. Water is fantastic. Of course, water is going to be, that's going to be your go-to, right? Your bread and butter. Coconut water is with no sugar added. See, that's another thing, right? Elton, marketing. Right? I'm telling you, marketing is one hell of a thing. When they say no added sugar, that doesn't mean that there's not a hell of a lot of sugar in it. They just didn't add it. Marketing. They got you, right? They got me too until I, pull the curtain back. And I'm like, yeah, they got you, boy. Look at all the sugar in here. It just says no added sugar because they ain't added. It just came from the coconut. They stripped away all the fiber. And now it's just a straight blood sugar rush. That's all it is. That's the same thing with oatmeal. It's just a straight blood sugar rush. Yeah. You can have potatoes. Yeah, if you eat them right. If you dress them, if you put clothes on them, you can eat them. But if you don't put clothes on them, you can't eat them. Right? You got to understand the rules of the game. So anything that has an asterisk on it, you got to understand the rules. There's rules to it. And potatoes is, you can't eat naked potatoes. You got to put some clothing on it. Rice and potatoes you can have. Right. Same thing with rice, right? You got to understand the rules. Understand the rules of the game. All right. Is okra good too? Yeah, okra. Here's the thing, folks. It's a game. It's a game that they're playing. It's a game that they play. It's called being caught in the matrix. It's called the blood sugar matrix. I'm trying to get you out of the blood sugar matrix. How do you get out of the blood sugar matrix? By understanding the rules of the game. You stay inside of the blue pill, right? Blue pill, and then you just continue to do that, and then you just go and live your life, and you just live life, and then your blood sugar goes up, your A1C is high. This is what happens when you live inside of the matrix. Your blood sugar's high. You got PCOS. You got erectile dysfunction. You got fatty liver. You got all of this. The waistline. You can't lose the weight. This is all the stuff from the blue pill. This is a metaphoric pill, right? This is not a real pill, AI, but metaphorically, the blue pill. You stay inside of the blue pill, you will never become the one, aka Neo, the one who defeats the agents. You know what I'm saying? The one who defeats them. Wow, you got me, y'all. What about sweet potatoes? It's still a potato. Potatoes. Don't matter what it's called. It's a potato. As long as it's a potato, it's gonna be. There's rules to the game. So the color don't matter. Let's see. Seeded grapes. It really don't matter if they're seeded or not. Grapes are going to raise your blood sugar high, right? Grapes are higher glycemic. So that's just going to be in the fruit. Can you have grapes? Yes. But you have grapes as a dessert. As a dessert. Seeded grapes, yeah, seeded. So, but it doesn't matter what kind of grape it is. It's still high glycemic. So whether it's seeded or not, it's still high glycemic. You know what I'm saying? Bananas, watermelon, these are all high glycemic index fruits. Tofu, yep. Can you have those fruits? Yeah, you can, but you got to know how to eat them. Corn, all right, asterisks on the corn, right? Same thing. Anything with an asterisk, what? You got to understand the rules of the game. You know what I mean? You got to understand the rules of the game. These are the rules, folks. Anything that we miss, I can name some stuff that we probably missed over here on this side. Because we got dairy, we got yogurt. This is all blue pill stuff. There's a lot of stuff that, I mean, a lot of foods that people normally eat that we leave off, that we left off. Gooseberry almond berries. I don't know. Berries. I'm gonna put that in the fruit category. Raul. And shout out to someone for joining the challenge, right? Folks, this is a game of this game. This is for the folks who just joined, for someone who just joined the challenge. Here's what they're doing. They're getting themselves out of the matrix, out of the blood sugar matrix, out of the constant blood sugar spikes and all that stuff. The people who join my 14-day challenge, folks, who have pre-diabetes and type 2 diabetes, these are serious people. So the person who just joined, shout out to you. You're a serious person. You're a serious person ready for a serious solution. So shout out to you. Check your email, check your text message. If you're in the United States, you're gonna get a text message. If you're in another country, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get the emails. But come into the community. It's a private community. Everybody who's joined the challenge, and then people who have, everybody who is in the challenge and beyond the challenge, right? Come in, say what's up, but you get content, coaching, community. Those are the three things that you're gonna get when you join the community, when you join the challenge: content, coaching, and community. And not only that, at the end of those 14 days, here's what you're gonna get: real freedom. Real freedom. Finally, freedom from this condition that's been kicking a lot of people's butt for a long, long time. But you decided to take it upon yourself and get yourself out of the matrix. That's step number one when it comes to reversing type 2 diabetes. So shout out to you. Plain yogurt is on the blue side. Yeah, plain yogurt is on the blue side. Yeah, it is. Sure is. Because it's dairy. Plain yogurt, Greek yogurt, whatever kind of yogurt, it don't matter. It's as long as it's dairy, it's gonna be over here on this side, over here on the blue side. Raw oatmeal. Yeah, raw oatmeal. No, you can do the oatmeal. This is the red pill, blue pill, but okay, yeah. Oatmeal, but here's the thing. Asterisks, right? Remember the rules, right? If you play by the rules, you can do that. You play by the rules, you can have some dairy. Yep, dairy is scary. Raul. Turkey burgers. Like what kind of turkey burgers? Like, are you talking about like some trash turkey burgers, or are you talking about like some ones that you made yourself? What kind of turkey burgers are we talking about, folks? It's Kelley, folks, your certified holistic nutritionist and a health, because we got turkey over here already. But when you do the burgers, when you add it with all the junk and all that stuff, so I'm gonna probably put turkey burgers over here, because you're talking about like loading it up with all the breads and all of the, yeah, all of the ketchups and all. Blue pill. Ones you make yourself. Okay, yeah, you do one you make yourself. All right, cool. You can do the one you make yourself. The one you make yourself, good. But what are you adding to it? But yeah, if you're making it yourself, fantastic. All good. What do the colors category mean? Well, if you've seen the movie, have you ever seen the movie The Matrix? You ever seen the movie The Matrix? You understand this analogy that we're doing. This little fantasy world. It's a fantasy world. If you've seen the movie The Matrix, the blue pill means that if you continue to eat the blue pill or stay inside of the blue pill, that means you're just going to be oblivious to life, oblivious to whatever you got going on. Whatever if you've got pre-diabetes, blue pill, you're staying inside of the matrix. If you've got erectile dysfunction, PCOS, fatty liver, low energy, you got all of that stuff going on, it's most likely because you're staying inside of the matrix, the blue pill side. But had you switched over and you took the red pill, this is the red pill. You've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. He took the red pill, and next thing you know, he saw the world from a whole different aspect, a whole different. He saw the world from a different lens. So this is what I'm trying to relay to you, that just because you're inside of the matrix right now doesn't mean you can't get outside of it and see the world from a whole different perspective. And when you do that, guess what happens? When the plan gets clear, your numbers get better. If you got a clear plan, like the 14-day challenge, if you got a clear plan, here's what happens. When the plan gets clear, your numbers, they get better. That's what happens. When the plan gets clear, your numbers get better. And then you become the one. Have not seen the movie. Okay. Probably don't make a lot of sense what I'm saying then. But if you've seen the movie, the guy, his name's Neo, he becomes the one who can take down the system. That's what the matrix is. The matrix is the system. You know the system. We all live in the matrix. You know that there's 8 billion people. We all living inside of the matrix. 8 billion people on Earth. How many people are living in the matrix though? It's a fantasy world. It ain't real. That's what most people live in, the matrix. That's why we got so much sickness in the world. That's why diabetes is running things. That's why it's running things. Because people are stuck inside of the matrix. But if you flip the script and you get out of the matrix and you start filling up on that, all of a sudden you become the one. You become Neo, the one who defeats the system. The one who ends diabetes in your family. That one. So diabetes ran in my family until it ran into me. Just burn that into your brain. Diabetes ran in my family until it ran into me, damn it, because I became the one. Diabetes ran in your family until it ran into you, because you became the one. You became Neo. The 14-day challenge. Yeah, the 14-day challenge. If you DM me the word reset, I'm going to send you back all the information about the 14-day challenge. Over 500 people have joined this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. DM me the word reset. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be the captain of your ship for 14 days. The captain of your ship for 14 days. Everything's going to be designed. All the food that you're going to be eating, the recipes, all of that stuff, the certain style of eating, I'm going to be in control of it. I'm going to be the captain of your ship for 14 days. And at the end of those 14 days, here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. You are going to be a totally different person. Not only is your blood sugar going to start to normalize, you're going to be a totally different person. That's why it's called the reset challenge. Over 500 people have joined this challenge. You got to DM me, bro. You got to DM me. You got to click on the yellow button. Over 500 people have joined this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But you got to realize how many people I talk to. I talk to thousands of people about this challenge. And most people won't take me up on it because here's what's going to happen. They know deep down inside, they like, don't nothing come free. You telling me I'm gonna drastically improve my diabetes status? Ain't nothing come free. Yeah, nothing come free. Here's what it is. You're going to have to do some work. You got to be willing to do the work. If you are willing to do the work, if you are willing to follow the plan as the plan is prescribed, we're just eating foods. If you are willing to follow the plan at the end of those 14 days, your life, your blood sugar, your A1C, none of that stuff is going to be the same. Why? Because you decided to take a chance on yourself. The reason that most people won't do the challenge, here's why. It's because they know that I'm going to take them outside of their comfort zone. They know there's some work that's required. And most people, when it comes to type 2 diabetes, most people are just like me. They're just like me. They don't want to do the work. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to do the work. Here it is. So are the categories by higher risk? No, they're just diesel fuel, red pill, blue pill. We'll get more into that. But here's the thing. Most folks are just like me. Most folks are just like me. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Most folks are just like me. You see that? Most folks are just like me. I didn't want to do jack. When it came to my health, you think I wanted to do something? Hell no, I didn't want to do jack. Nope. But I decided, you know what? The only way that I can defeat this thing, I know what I got to do. I know that I've been being a couch potato. I've been living life like a grasshopper. I've been eating whatever I want. I know that. So I just had to make up in my mind that I was actually going to do the work. And that's all that it takes. You just literally got to make up in your mind that you are literally going to do it. That's all you got to do. If you make up your mind that you're literally going to do it, I got the plan for you. It's called the 14-Day Blood Sugar Reset Challenge. It is clear instructions, a clear blueprint, step by step by step. I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way for 14 days. I told you I'm going to be the captain. And at the end of the 14 days, at the end of the reset challenge, you'll understand why it's called the reset challenge. Because your blood sugar is going to be like kind of like a fresh start. You give it a fresh start. You're pressing the reset button and you're starting over. Now, what you do after that is going to be your business. But for the 14 days, I'm going to be the captain of your ship. I'm going to be the captain of your ship for 14 days. And at the end of those 14 days, this is my blood sugar. This is somebody else's. You want to join that challenge? $79 one time to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But that is going to change your life drastically, especially when it comes to type 2 diabetes. No, reset. You got to DM me the word reset. So if you're sick of managing this condition and you're ready to take control, and your next steps is going to be to join that 14-day challenge. That's going to be your next best move. Yup, it's going to be your next best move. Much love from Florida. Shout out to you, Coach. Thanks for giving us hope. You 100% need it, right? Shout out to you, man. You need the hope. You need the hope. But like I tell everybody, I can give you hope. I can give you hope. But here's the thing. You can't have uphill dreams with downhill habits. You can't have uphill dreams with downhill habits. You fix the habits, folks. The hope and the dreams and all that stuff will come true. It ain't going to be a dream. It ain't going to be a hope no more. It's going to be real. So you got to fix the habits. Yeah. All right, folks, any questions before we get out of here? Let me see how much minutes. Yeah, it's time for us to get out of here. We did diesel fuel. Well, actually, we did red pill, blue pill. Any questions on the red pill, blue pill, and what it's going to take for you to become Neo in your family, to become the one? What's your plan? What's your plans today, Coach? I'm getting ready to go to the gym after this. I'm going to go to the gym, and then I am going to come back, and I got to finish some book editing. I'm finishing editing up the new book. The new book, folks. What is the name of the new book? This is my second book. So I was trying to say my first book. No, the second book. This book, Unlock Your Diabetes Freedom. This book is going to be for those. This book is not your normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill stuff when it comes to type 2 diabetes. This book is how to really unlock your diabetes freedom. So the name of the book, Unlock Your Diabetes Freedom, a no-nonsense guide to reversing type 2 diabetes naturally. That's the name of the book. Be on the lookout for it. It should be out in about another month and a half or so. We're still finishing the editing right now. But once the editing is complete, it's going to hit the stores. Unlock Your Diabetes Freedom. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to work on when I come back. And then I'll be live again this evening, right? We're gonna come live again this evening. So shout out to y'all. Do me a favor and hit that buzzer, the little notification. Hit that notification. Shout out to you. Thank you for saying that, JML. Hit that notification. You hit that notification, it's going to tell you when I go live again, which will be this evening. All right. So hope to see y'all there. And for those folks, do me a favor. Like I said, if you just come in, if you have not done it, text me the word reset, and I'm going to send you back a whole bunch of goodies. So shout out to you. It's Kelley. We'll see y'all later. Peace. Coach, I got you. I'll be waiting for that notification. Shout out to you, Rahul. Thank you, Coach, from Beaumont, California. Have a great and safe day. Shout out to you, Rahul. Peace. Yay. Oh, let me turn this off over here.